Hey everybody, it's been a while. I know that. I haven't uploaded a YouTube video since I think maybe May of last year. That DoorDash video. I think that was my last YouTube video. A lot of you are probably wondering, where the hell have I been? Am I still doing certain series that I haven't finished in God knows how long? What's been going on? Why have I been away for so long? And I'm not talking about today. I want to talk about the Batman.
I'm Batman.
After I edit and publish this review, I think I am going to make a video just talking about certain things that's been going on. As of right now, I kind of want to just step away from some stressful things that's been going on, and I want to focus on something really cool. So a couple days ago, by the time I'm filming this video, DC FanDome happened, and we got a lot of cool inside scoop of some pretty awesome coming up once COVID ends. But still, they're planning on it, and that's the important thing. We gotta look at the new Suicide Squad movie. We got some inside scoop about some new series is coming out. We have 2 new video games coming out. More inside scoop about the new Wonder Woman movie, a new Flash movie coming out with Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton coming back as Batman. And not to mention, how can we forget the Snyder Cut is actually here and it's actually happening. And there's some naysayers out there that are still saying that it's the same movie. Yeah, it's definitely the same movie, alright? It's absolutely spot on, just different takes. But I think it's safe to say the talk of the entire event is the release of the Batman trailer. Out of everything I think we've seen, I think that's one of the top 3 things that melted everyone's minds. And if anybody who's known me or have seen any video I uploaded in this YouTube channel, I think it's safe to say that, that Batman is a pretty important character. I'm kind of a fan of Batman, to say the least. I mean, I cosplay the character for a reason, so it's safe to say he's one of my favorite characters of all time. Next to maybe Superman, Arthur Morgan, and Darth Vader, he's up there probably number 1. Batman is a very important character in my life. And I won't lie, leading up to this trailer, I actually wasn't really excited for this. I mean, the one thing that got me pretty excited for was Matt Reeves directing the film, because I think he's an awesome director. I think the last 2 Planet of the Apes movies are outstanding, and I really liked the first Cloverfield movie. It took the whole monster genre in a direction I've never seen before, and I want to see more of, because that was dope. But honestly, the fact that it was going to be a Batman set in, what was it, year 2? This was a younger, more or less experienced Batman. It's not an origin story, but it's still in the early years. I'm not a fan of that, because I've seen that countless times. Even though I wasn't a big fan of the murdery Batman in Batman vs. Superman, that version was just a little bit more interesting to me. A version of Bruce Wayne that's been Batman for 20 or so years. We've already established a history of Gotham City and the super criminals that are there. A Batman where the Justice League's already set up, but he's not really caring about that. He's more caring about Gotham. That's more interesting to me. An older Batman basically is what I find more, interesting. And those are the stories I wanted to see more. And the fact that the Batman was going to be set separately from the DCEU, I mean, I wasn't totally, against that, but I was like, well, we already seen the early year Batman. We already had a movie trilogy about the early years of Batman. So I wasn't really, interested in that. And not to mention, it was still an odd choice for, Robert Pattinson to play Batman. I'm not even, mentioning Twilight, because I think it's safe to say that with some of the roles he's been doing, no one gives a about Twilight anymore. Those movies don't even matter. And I think he's an incredible actor. I never really saw him fit to play Batman. I always saw him more as like a villain role than a heroic role like Batman. Every other casting choice I thought was outstanding, and I was really happy with some of the decisions they made. It's just really him that I was really concerned about. I remember how everyone lost their minds all those years ago when Ben Affleck was the official new Batman. What the fuck? And now we're dealing with it again. Brand new Batman, new reboot, all this, and it's Robert Pattinson. It was just like, are we really doing this again? I needed something to hook me in, immediately, because I was already gonna see it, because it's Batman. But I was just like, what can this movie do that hasn't been seen before?
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Oh shit.
Where are you?
This is the greatest trailer I've ever seen. Holy this movie's gonna be amazing. We got a lot to talk about right now, so let's just okay, let's just knock it out of the park. I was wrong about Robert Pattinson. He is killing it. There isn't even the slightest hint of Robert Pattinson in this. All I see is a tormented Bruce Wayne and a up looking Batman. This Batman is brutal. He doesn't really realize how in his head he is. He doesn't realize how he's causing more damage than he's helping people. I think that's a really interesting take. That's how I saw this, kind of. If Robert Pattinson's latest career taught me one thing, is that he wouldn't just be in a movie for the sake of being in a movie. Every movie he's in has a very unique director with a very unique vision. He would only be in this said movie if the director was pitching him something that we have never seen before. And that gives me so much hope for what Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson are going to bring to the table for this movie. Also, just a quick little side note here. Is that a suicide bomber? And holy did it go off? Oh my god, that dude's dead as shit. Man, these new directors love putting suicide bombers on their Batman movies. Even though he's already probably at the point where the GCPD trusts him enough to help find clues that they missed, they don't fucking trust him with how fucking just crazy he is. Even the Penguin says it.
This guy's crazy.
Yeah, that was the fucking Penguin. I didn't know that. I had no fucking clue that was Colin Farrell, but we'll get to that in a bit. It's such an interesting take to see a Batman, like, even though it's an earlier, this is a Batman that's making countless mistakes. And, you know, of course, probably by the end he's got to learn from those mistakes and be a better hero for Gotham City, even though, you know, the whole he's not a superhero thing made a lot of people upset. He's not perfect. He's not a perfect human being. And I'm really looking forward to see what they got going on. Boy, did this motherfucker can fight. Oh my god.
He's already dead.
I also do like the fact that he says, I'm vengeance. We've never seen that before in live action. It's amazing.
I'm Batman.
Anyway, I will say this though, I'm still not really a big fan of that suit. Character design is something I take very seriously. I love character design. I mean, that's all I post in DeviantArt. I just post a lot of character designs for DC characters. For like maybe like a suit that Bruce Wayne built himself, it's pretty good. Like that would be what it would look like. It's just there's just a few things that I just don't quite like. I don't like how short the cape is. It's not goofy, but it's just a little off-putting, and I still just don't like that cowl. The set photos that we saw did not do the suit justice, because that was just a stunt cowl. That's not the actual cowl. That's just something for the stunt guy to wear for whatever stunt they were doing. I said the word stunt too many goddamn times in this whole statement. I really hate being on camera. So I was already thinking, like, you know what? The cowl didn't look too bad in that camera test that we saw, so it might look better when we actually see the movement. The suit looks really good in motion. The cowl, I'm still not really a big fan of that cowl. To me, my favorite cape and cowl in any Batman movie was the one in Dawn of Justice. That, I think that's the perfect one. I'm a short-ear Batman fan, so that I really liked how that looked. If anything else, those are just nitpicks. Robert Pattinson, he's nailing this. I love that voice. I love how he moves. I love his Bruce Wayne. I just love how just angry this dude is. And I like how we get to see that every time you take off the mask, you look like hell. You look like a goddamn crackhead. Like I said, I've cosplayed Batman before. I know what that's like. So, Robert Pattinson, you're doing Batman proud. And we thank you for that. I do wish we saw more of Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. This is an actress that's been f***ing killing it lately, with roles in Little Big Lies, Mad Max, and the Fantastic Beasts movies. She was also in Dope. That's an amazing movie. You need to check that out. Not to mention, she actually voiced Catwoman in the Lego Batman movie.
Catwoman!
Meow meow, you're in. Meow meow.
And I think she's gonna f***ing kill this role as Selena Kyle. I think she's the perfect choice. Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon. Once that was announced, I think that was the perfect choice. He is f***ing amazing in Westworld. I think he's gonna do Commissioner Gordon justice. Mostly everybody that was cast as Commissioner Gordon was almost perfect. Like, I can't think of one Commissioner Gordon that was like, that's not my favorite one. Each time Commissioner Gordon is cast, I'm like, oh yeah, that's absolutely, that's it. That is Jim Gordon. Colin Farrell's the Penguin. Holy shit. If this movie is not somewhat at least nominated for Best Makeup, that is a f***ing crime. I thought they were gonna rock with an outfit like this because a lot of people thought that this was the Penguin. And we also seen set photos of Colin Farrell with white hair. So we thought that was gonna be what they were doing. I thought it was gonna be like another, it was like a Telltale Batman where like, oh, the Penguin's like almost hot.
I don't kill my enemies.
Maybe that's why you got so many.
But this is amazing. The Penguin is a character I don't really give a f about, if I'm honest, but I am so on board with what Colin Farrell's gonna do with this role. This is amazing. I forgot to mention two other actors I'm looking forward to seeing in this movie. It's Andy Serkis as Alfred. I really don't know what else to say except for, oh, that's perfect. That's a perfect choice. I know it's almost a joker because it seems like with everybody in this movie, I'm saying, oh, that's a perfect choice. There he is. I'm really happy with everybody who I've seen so far. And I'm really happy to see Andy Serkis in like a semi-normal role, because every time I've seen him in a film, he's either like, he's got like a robotic hand, or he's this creepy motherfucker, or he's an ape, which he's amazing in everything he's in. But I'm really happy to see him as Alfred, and I think he's going to do justice to that character. And Paul Dano as the Riddler. Since day one, I was like, oh, yes. That is it. If anyone's seen him in The Prisoners, this dude is a creepy dude, and I really like the direction they're taking with the Riddler here, where he's not super theatrical. He's a genuine creepy serial killer, and he just likes to leave some clues here and there, but he's nowhere near the insane level as, like, say, the Arkham Riddler or Jim Carrey. Let's try to forget about that as much as we can. I also think that the song Something in a Way by Nirvana is one of the best choices to have as trailer music that kind of fits you in the mood of how this movie's gonna be. That's actually my favorite Nirvana song of all time, so I was really giddy when I heard that. But I think the lyrics kind of fit Batman to an extent. The people he helps put away, he sees them as just nothing but just violent animals. He's trying to find some way to justify what he's doing to them, and that's how I kind of saw what the song was telling us, and I think that's perfect. I don't think these goons have anything to do with the Joker. If anything, they actually kind of remind me of a more modern version of those weird skull makeup goons we've seen in the Schumacher movies, and I think that's a really nice touch. I do believe that we will see the Joker at some point in this trilogy, but not in this film anytime soon, hopefully. I just want one Batman story where the Joker isn't involved. It's very hard to do so, I get that, but I know it can be done. But that's really it. That's all I really gotta say about this. I'm really f***ing happy with this trailer. I'm really happy with what I'm seeing right now. Oh, I gotta see this movie. Please. Oh, please let this movie happen. Oh, everyone, please wear your f***ing mask. Please stay the f*** home. Please wash your hands. So when October of next year comes, we can see this f***ing amazing movie and the other amazing that DC's working on. So I think that's really it. I think that's all I gotta say right now. Yeah, I think I'm back on YouTube. I think I'm back.